Thank you, Andrew. Now that we are officially into fall, time to break out the pumpkins and start carving. That's what Michael Andrew did yesterday, but he wasn't using your normal carving tools. Take a look.
All right, now we're in West Carrollton at Laser Wolf Engraving. I'm now joined with Will, the mastermind behind all of this, and he was lucky enough to do my face on a pumpkin, as you can see here. And that was your first picture. How do you think that turned out?
I think it turned out really well. I've been doing the pumpkins for a while now, but that was the first photograph I have ever put on one. So.
And it turned out well, except for the face you had to put on, right?
Yeah, turned out pretty good.
All right, and you just did a big contract with UC. You made a lot of apples. Talk a little bit about that.
For UC, they ordered about 1,400 apples, and what they were doing with those is they were sending 20 out to 70 schools in baskets. And that was a big project because the apples only last for a few days, so I had to engrave them all up, and then they picked it up later that day and the very next day, and then they're at the schools.
And obviously, a quick turnaround on all that. How long does it take to do about one apple?
Each apple takes about 30 seconds each.
Was it hard not to eat any of them?
No, it was pretty easy.
Pretty easy, especially doing that many apples. You're kind of, and in here in your shop, I mean, there's just everything possible, imaginable. Talk a little about some of the main items that people come in for.
A lot of people like to do wedding glasses and champagne flutes. I also got a fair amount of requests for wine bottles and the wine boxes and awards as well, of course. So.
And I guess there's some very unique items. What's some of the most unique that you've done so far?
Probably the most unique ones I've done before would be a pillow. I also did a pair of jeans and a toilet seat for one customer.
And what was the response to the toilet seat?
It went over pretty well. It was the past presidential throne for Rotary. So.
All right, and I guess you've done so many items, I mean, probably countless. What's been your most favorite?
My favorite is definitely the pumpkins. They last a very long time and they just look great. So.
UC was sending it.
So yeah, really cool there, all the stuff that they do with that, and it was really honestly very interesting, all the different items that they could actually carve. And they did one while you were there. They did one with the three of us on it. And that's the video that you're watching in the monitor.
Yeah, I think I'm partially blocking that right there, but it's a little bit hard to see. But it's very cool though. Now he just, when you gave him the picture, does he have to reprogram the computer every time, or you just stick it in there and it just?
Yeah, he has to take it into the computer and kind of it picks out how long it wants to have the laser go into the pumpkin. And like the one with the three of us really hasn't came to full color yet. And the longer it sits, the more it becomes white where it engraves. Okay. So that's why the photo of just my face is a lot brighter.
Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, I didn't realize that. So you have to kind of give it a couple of days or maybe even a week or longer.
Yeah, and he said
for
the
it to look
pumpkins lasted. He had one that lasted about 8 months.
Very cool.
And the other thing that Dan and I were talking about, could you, now not to mess this up, but can you actually go inside of it, kind of take out all the chunks and maybe have it illuminate a little bit?
You wouldn't be able to see the candle at all. It just goes just to the very top little edge of that.
I see. All right.
Huh.
Into the pumpkin.
How cool. And if anyone at home wants to get this done with maybe their face, we'll have a link on Dayton's
We'll have a
news
link
source?
on news links.
All right, there you go. Well, thank you. Cool story. 7:52 is our time right now. Comedian and